Chag Sameach. Can everybody hear okay?
Okay, it's almost 2020 and you're
Can everybody hear okay?
Yes.
Yes, sounds good.
Good. Walter, you okay?
No,
Jan, were you trying to say something?
Hi.
Chag Sameach.
hi guys.
Hiya, Jay.
Hi, Jay.
And
Who do we have on? We've got Pam,
Walter.
Craig,
Good morning.
and Walter.
Morning, Walter.
And you managed to figure out your audio. Walter, can you hear okay?
I'm having some problems with audio, but that's I can hear a little bit of you.
Oh, Andy.
Hi, Mom. How you doing?
Hi there. How are you?
Good, and you?
Okay.
All right.
Lisa.
Am I on?
You are?
Yes.
Can you hear me?
We can.
Yes.
Yes, we can hear you now.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Loud and clear.
Good morning.
Morning,
Good
Pam.
morning.
Morning.
You know, those are the new 4 questions, right?
Am I on?
Can I hear you? Can I see you?
Yeah. All right, let me get the prayer book loaded.
So I'm going to share the screen with the prayer book so you can either. That's good. Yeah. Brad, is that the one for Shabbat and holidays?
It's our regular Shabbat one. Yeah, it's not the Rosh
Okay,
Hashanah or
you
Yom
need to go to
Kippur one.
the link that we sent out.
Oh, I bought this one.
I understand. But that's just Shabbat. And since this is not Shabbat, then it's not going to work so well.
What page do you want to start on the weekday book?
So on the festival book, we're going to start on page 574.
Oh, boy. Wow. How do I get there?
574, huh?
Are you using the online book?
Yeah.
Gary?
Yeah.
If you make it small, you can type the page number in on the
Hold on,
bottom.
Hold on,
It's
I'll
real
tell
quick
you
and easy.
exactly. You want to be on page 592 of the PDF.
I don't know if how to use Flipbook.
If you're using the flipbook, Edie, just type at the bottom. It says one of 714. Just type in 574.
Okay.
592.
592?
Yep.
592. Okay.
574 is the page number, but it doesn't correspond to the actual pages of the PDF.
Jeez.
572.
590.
No.
592?
592 of the PDF, yes.
All right.
Oh, boy. I'm really screwed up now.
I'm going to share the screen anyway, so you'll see it on your screens. You don't really have to worry so much.
I'll only do that one. Be easier. Um,
Here, I'll show you what it's going to look like when I start sharing the screen.
Right.
so-
All
I
right.
get it. Can't read it.
Everybody see that?
Yep.
Sort of.
So that's basically what we'll do when we
Yep.
start.
Yep.
Oh, what the heck?
Okay.
This thing is going crazy.
Where's my coffee at?
I lost it.
Good morning. Who just came on? Cynthia came on, and Wendy.
Oh, Wendy.
Happened tonight. I lost it. Oh, boy. Okay.
You're good, Jay.
Well, I had the Mishkan on the screen and it went bye-bye. I got to get it back. That's okay. I'll get there.
Here, I'm going to post the link to the prayer book in the chat box, if anybody needs that.
All right. I'm back. Jeez. Now I lost. Oh my God. Okay.
But again, you don't have to worry about it. I'm gonna display it. I'll right there.
Oh,
for you.
okay.
That's hard to see.
I think I'm going to go on YouTube.
Yeah, it's also live streaming on YouTube.
I think I'm going to go on YouTube. Can you hear me
Yeah, Cinder's already there.
Yep, we
Yeah.
can hear you.
now?
Yes, I
Yes,
can hear you.
Can you hear me
yes.
now?
Edith,
Yes,
yeah.
I can hear you.
Oh, that's just ludicrous. Oh, my God.
Oh my. Oh, I think we lost Edie there.
Okay. I want to do that. How the heck did I do that? Okay. How the heck?
No, start.
What the heck I did? All right. Now let's do this. This is a very silent prayer.
Yeah. That was good.
So
Okay.
I think I'm going to leave you.
I think we're ready to begin. Okay. Well, Chag Sameach, everyone.
Chag Sameach.
This has certainly been an interesting and challenging sometimes holiday, and especially meaningful when we come together for something like Yizkor. There are so many opportunities that we have throughout the year to think about and remember those that shared our lives in different parts and in different ways. And so, what we thought we would do this morning is to do the Yizkor part of the service, and then afterwards we'll hopefully be open to people joining us for an online oneg. We thought that would be a nice way to spend some time together and to reconnect a little bit and to say hello. So, we'll begin as we often do. Yizkor is word of memory. It refers to a time where we, at least 4 times throughout our liturgical calendar, pause and take a few moments to think of all of those that we've shared our lives with. Especially this year, we are profoundly mindful of those who have lost their lives due to this terrible virus. Their memories are close to us, and we hope and we pray that their families are well and healing, and we hope that everybody in the world begins to pursue that healing process quickly. So we'll begin actually with those words rather than words of memory, but words of healing, and we think of all of those in our lives who are in need of healing, whether it's a healing of body or soul or mind or the heart. And we ask for God's blessing. And if there's somebody that you would like to especially think about or mention, you can unmute yourself and share a name.
Gary Drapshow died last night.
Gary Drapshow.
The sports guy.
Oh, sorry.
Really?
Oh,
Really?
oh.
Wow.
My grandson, Joey Feldman.
And we mentioned from our own congregational list, not only those, these are not only people affected with the COVID-19 virus, but also all those who are experiencing illness. And we ask God for blessings of healing for them, and blessings of strength for all those who care for them, our medical professionals, our families who are extending care to all those who are in need. And we mention Lisa Chinsky, Kevin McRae, Emily Bostwick, Marna Urkov, David Markowitz, Martha Snyder, Donna Mogul, Leo Reeves, Helen Heinz Chavez, Amelia Ruth Stoika, Mark Gold, Teresa Kissel, Jessica Watson, Carol Alexander, Vivian Vidmar, Randy Martin, Joan Harf, Nan Briggs, Joyce Miller, Anthony Mathis, Rick Wright, Joseph Besetner, Irving Kalbach, Donald Moritz, Roberta Barilla, Jamie Katz, Fran Porras, Nancy Comey Bell, Robert Ruggiero, Eric Perry, Michael Byron, Barb LaMonica, Scott Gordon, Luda Kaplan, Doug Russell, Kathleen Martz, Julie Greenwand, Michael Fachek, and Linda Katsoris. And we offer this blessing for all those who are in need and all those who are ill. Misha berach avotenu Avraham Yitzhak v'Yaakov v'imotenu Sarah Rivka Rachel v'Leah, the one who blessed our ancestors Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, Sarah, Rebecca, Leah, and Rachel. HaKadosh Baruch Hu yimalei rachamim aleihem v'yishlach lehem bimhera refuah shlema, refuat hanefesh, refuat haguf, v'nomar. Amen. May the
Amen.
one who blessed all of our ancestors bless us and all those who are in need of healing. May healing come speedily and completely to all those who are in need. And we say, Amen.
Amen.
We turn now to our Yizkor service, and it will begin. If you have the prayer book in front of you, it's on page 574 in the printed version, and I'm going to share the screen with you. So it will be on page 592 of the PDF.
All right. Hey.
Forget it. Can't see it.
Okay. Everybody see that?
No. Not too well.
If not, you can click the link in the chat box, and that will have the link of the prayer book, and you can look at it on your own device. Yizkor, a time of memory, a time of reflection, of thinking of all those that we have shared the path of life with, our friends, our family, colleagues, co-workers, members of our sacred community. Adonai ma'adam. Adonai, what are we that you have regard for us? What are we that you are mindful of us? We are like a breath. Our days are as a passing shadow. We come and go like grass in which the morning shoots up, renewed, and in evening fades and withers. You cause us to revert to dust, saying, Return, O mortal creatures. Would that we were wise, that we understood where we are going. For when we die, we carry nothing away. Our glory does not accompany us. Mark the wholehearted, and behold the upright, they shall have peace. Adonai, you redeem the soul of your servants, and none who trust in you shall be desolate. Birth is a beginning and death a destination, and life is a journey from childhood to maturity and youth to age, from innocence to awareness and ignorance to knowing, from foolishness to discretion, and then perhaps to wisdom, from weakness to strength or strength to weakness and often back again, from health to sickness, and back we pray to health again, from offense to forgiveness, from loneliness to love, from joy to gratitude, from pain to compassion, and grief to understanding, from fear to faith, from defeat to defeat to defeat, until looking backward or ahead, we see that victory lies not at some high place along the way, but in having made the journey, stage by stage, a sacred pilgrimage. Birth is a beginning and death a destination, but life is a journey from birth to death to life everlasting. And in times like this, we search and look to our sacred texts. They bring us an ever new message of God's nearness. They tell of how close we are and how connected we are to the cycles of birth and of death, and it gives us the strength and the courage to face life and to accommodate death into our lives as we inevitably must. And so we turn to these sacred texts. We begin with the 23rd Psalm. Mizmor LeDavid, Adonai ro'i lo echzar, binot eshe yarbitzeni. Al mei menachot yanchileni nafshi yishovev. Yancheni b'mangale tzedek lema'an shemo. Gam ke'elech beget sarmavet. Lo irara ki ata imadi. Shiftecha umishantecha hema yachamuni. Ta'aroch lefanai shulchan neged sorarai. Dishanta v'shemen roshi kosirevaya. Achtov v'chesed yardafuni kol yamei chayai. V'shavti beveit Adonai le'orech yamim. A Psalm of David. Adonai is my shepherd, I lack nothing. God makes me lie down in green pastures. God leads me to water in places of repose. God renews my life. God guides me in right paths as befits God's name. Though I walk through a valley of deepest darkness, I fear no harm, for you are with me. Your rod and your staff, they comfort me. You spread a table for me in full view of my enemies. You anoint my head with oil, my drink is abundant. Only goodness and steadfast love shall pursue me all the days of my life, and I shall dwell in the house of Adonai for many long years. In the words of the 121st Psalm, a psalm of hope, a psalm of the idea that we look to the mountains, we look to the heights, and there we see the beauty of God's creation, and perhaps we understand God's presence is with us. Esa enai el heharim, ma'ayin yavo ezri, ezri me'im Adonai oses shamayim va'aretz, al yaten lamut raglecha, al yanum shomrecha. I turn my eyes to the mountains. From where will my help come? My help comes from Adonai, maker of heaven and earth. God will not let your foot give way, your guardian will not slumber. See, the guardian of Israel neither slumbers nor sleeps. Adonai is your guardian, Adonai is your protection at your right hand. By day the sun will not strike you, nor the moon by night. Adonai will guard you from all harm. God will guard your life. Adonai will guard your going and coming, now and forever. Shiviti Adonai lenagdi tamid, ki mimeni bal emot. I am ever mindful of Adonai's presence. God is at my right hand. I shall never be shaken. So my heart rejoices, my whole being exalts, and my body rests secure. For you will not abandon me to Sheol, or let your faithful ones see the pit. You will teach me the path of life. In your presence is perfect joy. Delights are ever in your right hand. Each person has a name. We each have a name given by God and given by our father and mother. We each have a name given by our stature and smile and given by our attire. We each have a name given by the hills and given by the walls. We each have a name given by the stars and given by our friends. We each have a name given by our sins and given by our yearnings. We each have a name given by our enemies, given by love. We each have a name given by celebrations and given by our work. We each have a name given by the seasons and given by our blindness. We each have a name given by the sea and given by our death. There are the times during our Yizkor service in which we pause for some silent and thoughtful meditation. And so you see here, these are the silent Yizkor prayers. And I asked people to send in their thoughts and ideas, and their pictures, no, their pictures rather. And so we'll play that photographic memory. And as we're playing it, I'd encourage you to read along. I'm going to stop sharing this particular screen, and I'll share with you the video that I put together. As we take an opportunity to relish and to remember those that were close to us and whom we love. Okay, one moment. We take a few moments to read through this Yizkor prayer. Yizkor Elohim nishmot kol achenu v'achotenu b'nei Yisrael. May God remember forever our brothers and sisters of the house of Israel who gave their lives for the sanctification of the divine name. May they be at one with the one who is life eternal. May the beauty of their lives shine forevermore and may my life always bring honor to their memory. I used to be part of you, belong to you, the extension of your being, but now you live within me, are the spark of my consciousness. I say Kaddish for you, with you. As you sing melodies, speak your words, hearing your voice in mine and my eyes, too green to have somehow started to reflect the blue of yours. I used to be part of you, protected by your presence, by your light, but now the time is mine, and alone I must be more than myself. Your child has become your heir, has become you. Before we begin El Malay Rachamim, I'd like to invite anybody who wishes to share anything about anybody that they are remembering on this special day. So we'll return to our prayer book. As we continue with El Malay Rachamim, or the memorial prayer. El Malay Rachamim shochen bamromim. Hamtzei menucha nechona tachat kanfei hashchina. Im kedoshim utaharim kazahar harakia mazhirim. Lenishmot yakirenu shacharchu leolamam. Ba'al harachamim. Yastirem beseter knafav lolamim. Veitzror bitzror achayim et nishmatam. Adonai hu nachlatam v'yanuchu b'shalom al mishkavam v'nomar. Amen.
Right.
Fully compassionate God on high, to our loved ones who have entered eternity, grant clear and certain rest with you in the lofty heights of the sacred and pure, whose brightness shines like the very glow of heaven. Source of mercy, forever enfold them in the embrace of your wings. Secure their souls in eternity. Adonai, they are yours. They will rest in peace. And we say,
Amen.
Amen.
in the rising of the sun and in its going down, we remember them. In the blowing of the wind and in the chill of winter, we remember them. In the opening of buds and in the rebirth of spring, we remember them. In the blueness of the sky and in the warmth of summer, we remember them. In the rustling of the leaves and in the beauty of autumn, we remember them. In the beginning of the year and when it ends, we remember them. When we are weary and in need of strength, we remember them. When we are lost and sick at heart, we remember them. When we have joys we yearn to share, we remember them. So long as we live, they too shall live, for they are now a part of us as we remember them. When cherished ties are broken and the chain of love is shattered, only trust and the strength of faith can lighten the heaviness of the heart. At times, the pain of separation seems more than we can bear. But if we dwell too long on our loss, we embitter our hearts and harm ourselves and those around us. The psalmist said that in his affliction he learned the law of God. And in truth, grief is a great teacher when it sends us back to serve and bless the living. We learn how to counsel and comfort those who, like ourselves, are bowed with sorrow. We learn when to keep silence in their presence and when a word will assure them of our love and concern. Thus, even when they are gone, the departed are with us, moving us to live as in their higher moments they themselves wish to live. We remember them now. They live in our hearts as an abiding blessing. We also remember those who died recently in our congregation: Martin R. Shore, Janet Rudolph, and Deb Cohen. And we are also in the period of Aninut for Amy Vidmar's mother, and there'll be more information about a service or a video link to the service in the coming days. We observed these yard sites this week of Benna Rosenzweig, Samuel Frank, Rachel Brodsky, Mary Weiss, Minnie Rosenzweig, David Rosenthal, Erna Voss Koons, Benjamin Friedlander, Arthur Kalman, Barry Levin, Gazella Pollock, Lillian Ignat Cohen, Jack Gold, Matty Weil, Belle Gerson, Jacob Aaron, Leonard Schmidt, Joseph Pollock, Francis Strong, and Einer West. If there are other names that anybody would like to share, please do so.
I put them in the chat.
Very good. And so we turn ourselves to our ancient words of Kaddish. Yitkadal veyitkadash shemei Rabbah, be'alma divrach rutei v'yamlich marchutei, b'chayachon uvyomechon, uv'chayei d'chol beit Yisrael, v'agala v'zman kariv v'yimchu. Amen. Yehi shmei Rabbah mevorach la'alam u'lameh almaya, yitbarach v'yishtabach, v'yitpa'ar v'yitromam v'yitnaseh. ויתהדר ויתהלל ויתהלל שמי דקודשה בריחו לאלה מן כל ברכתה ושירתה תושבחתה ונחמתה דאמירן בעלמה ואמרו אמן. יהי שלמה רבה מן שמיה וחיים עלינו ועל כל ישראל ואמרו אמן. עושה שלום במרומיו הוא יעשה שלום עלינו ועל כל ישראל. Amen. this is certainly an interesting time, a time of reflection, a time of memory. We are really challenged to carry on as can, or in as many ways as we can to preserve what is normal, to preserve the interactions that we have with our friends and our families, and find new ways and new pathways to create those connections. And so as we do that, we do that on this in this venue, in this electronic way. And it's a way for us to connect. And so after we're done here, we'll join together in a little bit of a end of Pesach oneg, or kind of oneg, in the way of being able to share what's been going on and how we're doing. And so we'll end with we have a couple announcements. We of course have Shabbat services on Friday via YouTube Live, and then Torah study Saturday morning, of course, and then Sunday we resume Gesher. It's really a wonderful thing to see all of our kids in their respective electronic classrooms anyway, and Kendra and I can kind of pop in and out of the classrooms and participate. It's really working really well. And we continue to be in this state of lockdown until this is all cleared. And so we'll continue to do as many things as we can. Today is also tonight we will count the Omer, counting the days between Pesach and Shavuot. And so today would be Wednesday. So this evening we would count and we would say Hayom Shiv'a Yamim Shehem Shavua Echad LeOmer. Today is 7 days, which is 1 week of the Omer. And so let's join in and see if we can join together maybe in Oseh Shalom. Oseh Shalom Bimromav, Hu Yaseh Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Ve'imru Amen. Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael, Yaseh Shalom, Yaseh Shalom, Shalom Aleinu, Ve'al Kol Yisrael. Chag Sameach. I hope everybody had a good Pesach. I'll unmute everybody, and we can kind of just sort of interact and say hello and have a little schmooze, and then we can continue our day. And we'll stop the YouTube live there.
Cynthia,
Hello.